Om Jananing Saradang Deving Ramakrishnan Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Sritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. So today I am going to discuss about a topic, a question that is asked by many people. Even some of my family members have often asked me this question, and it is, you always speak about, that is, they are referring to me. So they say that you're always speaking about God, you're always speaking about the one supreme power or one supreme self. If really God exists, if He is the supreme power, then why is there so much suffering in the world? Now this question is a very common question which is there in the minds of almost 90% of the population. Okay, now there are different answers given to this question in different religions of the world. One answer is, for example, that suffering makes you stronger. How does suffering make us stronger? That may not sound convincing, because you may say that an animal, probably, who doesn't know anything, how does suffering in his health makes it stronger? Or a child, an infant, how does suffering make that child stronger? Or how does a suffering make stronger to a old man, a sick old man? So it may not be convincing for everyone. So I'll move to a standard answer which is given, that is the law of karma. That is, it is not God's fault that we suffer, it is actually our fault. It is our own karma that is making us suffer. See, throughout our lives, our good karma and our bad karma, they all have their consequence. Even like Newton's third law, that every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So that applies here also in life. Whatever we do, we have to get the consequence in equal amount. So you may say that I have never done anything bad to anyone, then why do I suffer in life? Well, maybe you don't know, maybe in your past life there's something that you have done, you don't remember those things. You have been taking birth again and again, so you don't remember really. And as long as your bad karma doesn't burn, it is inevitable that you will suffer. Because of our karma, it is because of our own karma that we suffer in the world. That is the law of karma. Now, it may not be convincing to many people when I speak about the past life. They may not believe, materialist people don't believe in several births. So let's see, what did Buddha answer to this question? He said that all compounded things decay. Everything is transitory. That means if there is happiness, then it will come to an end at a certain point of time, and there will be suffering, and that also comes to an end after a certain point of time. And every compounded thing decay. There is nothing that is constant, that is always permanent. Everything is transitory. So just think of this way, when something good is happening to you, something happy is happening to you, that time you don't ask God that, why are you giving me this happiness? Do I even deserve this happiness? You don't ask God that time. But when you suffer, then you ask God, you are the supreme self and you are making me suffer. Why should I believe in you? That is a very common attitude in people, that I believed in God, I had complete faith in Him, and He made me miserable. He gave me a miserable life, so I stopped believing in Him. I don't agree with this thing. See, you know right from the beginning that suffering is there in this world. The world is a miserable place, and now only you or the person you love who are close to you, they are suffering. That's why you stop believing to God. that is not really the thing, because when other people were suffering, you were believing in God. That means you are only concerned about your body mind complex, and you think that suffering to this body mind complex should not come. But at other times when other people were suffering, you did not say that why is God giving them suffering. So that is not a proper argument as to why I should stop believing in God. My suggestion to the thing is that suffering is the very nature of this world. In the world, suffering is inevitable. Suffering will come to each and every person, each and every living organism. Suffering will be there. The only solution which is possible, and which is why spiritual practice and spirituality is important, is that there is a solution to this suffering, and that solution is definitely not that you can change the suffering of the world into happiness. You can make world a happy place. That is not possible for a single person to do, or even for many, because the world is a place where we are here to enjoy as well as we are here to suffer. So only one solution is that you can actually make yourself unaffected by the sufferings of the world. And how is that possible? That is possible only when you realize your real nature. And what is your real nature? What is yourself? Who are you? That is the question. And for that, you need to understand God. You need to realize God. When you understand your true nature, which is ever peaceful, which is unaffected by the sufferings of the world, that time when suffering comes to this body and mind, which will come inevitably, but you remain peace. You are always blissful. And you are unaffected. You are indifferent to the sufferings of the world. And it may sound abstract, but it is true. People who are enlightened, they have reached the stage where they can say that they are actually unaffected by the sufferings of the world. So, spiritual practice in the form of the 4 yogas, that is Karma Yoga, Raja Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, and Jnana Yoga. These 4 yogas, if you practice, that will definitely may not be that you'll get enlightened right now, or it's going to take a long time. People practice throughout their lifetime and still they may not be enlightened. But of course, I can guarantee you that practicing these 4 forms of yoga actually elevates the quality of your life. And through that betterment of the quality of your life, you actually slowly and slowly start becoming unaffected by the sufferings of the world. So start practicing these 4 yogas, Karma Yoga, through each and every work you do in life. Each and every work, maybe a normal house chore, maybe just cooking or cleaning utensils or anything, a small task. Do it as a worship to God. Help others, not because that person is miserable or with that intention. No, you have to see the divinity in that person. You have to realize that God is there in everything and everyone. And when you can practice karma as a form of worship to God, then it actually transforms your life. It actually transforms yourself. Next is Raja Yoga or Dhyana Yoga, which is meditation. Every day, for 30 minutes at least in the morning, start meditating. I have made a video in YouTube for those people who are interested in knowing how to meditate. I have made a video which is the basic meditation technique of the Patanjali Yoga. You can go through that. and start practicing meditation for 30 minutes at least in the morning. And that will definitely help you in life. Third one I said is Bhakti Yoga. A little bit of rituals, religious rituals. You may say that I don't believe in idol worship, but in that case you are actually, it's it's a disadvantage for you, because it's a very strong path towards spirituality. So I'll suggest that a little bit of ritual, a little bit of puja helps you and cleanses your mind, makes you more peaceful, blissful. And last but not the least is Jnana Yoga, which is very important, which is self-inquiry. You have to inquire what is your true nature. Are you really limited in this little body and mind? Or are you something else? What are you truly? Are you really affected by the sufferings of the world? Or are you ever blissful? So that's all for today. Thank you.
गतिस्त्वं त्वमेका भवानि